I'm just like, no. So he's not paying attention. I'm just like,
anyone
no.
that signed up for red carpet treatment.
So I'll let you know.
Get your money back.
Is this thing on?
This pay-to-play scheme ain't gonna fly.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I just talked to Gutz and he said, I just talked to Gutz and he said, fuck y'all videos.
Yo, I hope this gets leaked, bro. I hope this gets fucked.
Man said, yo, if you're, man said, yo, listen.
Look into the fucking books.
Connect the dots. Yo, it's time we head to the top. We cannot settle or stop. Out for the best, coming up next, we connect.
Welcome back to Connect the Dot, yo. Let's go. We got Mr. Mike Gutz back with us, man. Yo, thank you for blessing us with your presence. You know, you were very much missed when you weren't here. Yeah, we've been recording, bro.
Are we recording? Yeah.
Restart that shit.
Hey, yo.
Restart. Why does he think there's restarts and edits and all this kind of shit?
Listen,
like we got a big production budget.
Retakes of life, bro.
It's Connect the Dot.
New merch coming soon.
Trust me. New merch. Yo, reset. Exactly.
Set
All right,
up.
spark it.
Set up.
No, honestly, though. Like, respect. It's Connect the Dot.
Yeah.
You know, we here. Yo, let's do it again. Yo, one time. Let's show love to the men.
Connect the Dot. We're in the building.
Yo, you know, shout outs, Dan Barker, Spectac.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Dre Specz, Mike Gutz. You know, and Hollywood.
All in the background there.
Hey, yo, hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Make sure you tell a friend. It's Connect the Dot, man. You already know what it is. We've been doing it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
if you don't follow, I hope the Legos on the floor are out of the way so you don't trip on them on your way to the.
Yeah,
I hope that last battery that's in the remote goes missing and you realize that you don't have extra batteries. That's the type of shit if you're not subscribed, okay?
It's a simple click. Yeah, bro. It's a simple click. And even if you click and you don't want the notifications, you can turn off the notifications.
But yo, turn them on.
But turn them on because, yo, we always got shit popping, yo.
But yo, let's get into this.
Hold on. I want to go back. You're like, yo, it's funny. Sometimes I look at the old shit. Like, I watched the fucking, the Talib shit the other day.
The 100 people point of view.
Yeah, bro. Yo, what we had was gold, man.
Classics.
Yo, what we had was gold.
What we have is gold.
Yeah, what we have is gold. Because we haven't done 100 people point of view in a minute.
It's coming back. Now it's getting warmed up again. You know.
You guys got to subscribe to the fucking channel. Yo, 100 people point of view. Yo, the Talib Kweli shit, that's gold, man.
It's coming back.
TV, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we just did a show. We just did the Connect the Dot showcase. We're going to get into that. But it's crazy. Like, it's funny, like we had somebody at that show that actually like went to this guy and said like, yo, you remind me of Talib Kweli. Like, yo, you pass off as Talib Kweli. And boom, he pulled out the 100 people point of view and it brought me back and I'm like, yo,
this guy
what we had?
You should have been like, yeah, Reflection Eternal.
Yo, the shit was like, yo, it brought me back to, I'm like, yo, what we did that day, it's so underrated and it's so like, you know, like it doesn't get like as much mentions as it should.
It doesn't get the credit it deserves.
And I think it's because like at the time when we put it out, it was because it was COVID.
Yeah.
And you know, shit was kind of weird in the like, you know, in the atmosphere and like, you know, like quarantining, all that shit. Like we didn't know if we were supposed to be outside, etc. But like when I look back at that, like, yo, like the way you like cut it and masterminded it and like the whole production of it was crazy. And it's like, you know, and this is like before Hollywood. This is before like, you know, like what we have right now. But like, yo, what we did with that whole stay, we should have kept going.
100%. 100%.
I'm mad. I watched that and I was mad.
And it's funny though that you bring that up though, because we talked about that recently and we talked about Christmas in July and how we gave away.
I was mad I wasn't there.
Oh, I was so cheesed you weren't there.
Yo,
but yo, you playing the security guard for the Talib Kweli shit helped sell that like
because
huge.
We showed the video to the guy at the show and he was like, yo, like he was talking about me. He was like, yo, you play that part proper, like just, you know, like how everything and like, you know, how everything kind of played out and like, like how you edited it with the guy like talking about this guy, how he, he changed his life and all this shit.
Bro, but you know what I loved about that? Like, it was fun, it was dope, like the overall video was great, but like going out there, interacting with the community, giving back to the community. Yeah, you know, at the end we bought them all food and all that kind of stuff. Like,
you know what?
We had Debbie that one time. We had Debbie.
That was before. That was the other video.
Yeah, but that was another 100 people point of view, right? But the thing is just interacting with the community, going to the Dundas Square. Like, I'm really excited to get back out there and do that again this year. We have to do we have to run it back.
You know what it was?
We have to run the tally.
You know what it was? It was because it was organic.
For sure.
That was the whole thing. It was
100%.
like, it wasn't like,
no stage.
You know, like we just said, okay, let's go out and do this, and this. It's like we just said, okay, here's the idea, run with it, and everyone just kind of played their part and just did their shit,
and everybody crushed it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It took all of us to do it. That was good chemistry on that.
And I think like we can do that again.
I want to shout out Toronto too, because you got some people who are like interactive. You know what I'm trying to say? You might go to other places with other people, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, too shy and scared to like, you know, talk to.
But I think the city wants to be on camera.
Shit, I get it, but like, no, I get it. I hear you.
Needs that.
So I'm just bigging up our city for like being like that. You know what I'm saying?
For being receptive of the actual thing.
What we're doing.
Like even the guy with his son. There was like a couple of girls that normally they'd probably be like stuck up. You would think so, but they were like involved. They're like, I want to. Let's do it. Like I thought that was dope.
But I think that was really dope. And it's like now that we got the 10-year anniversary coming up, and like we got off camera we've been talking about the merch ideas and what we're gonna be doing, but. We'll let you know. We'll see the rollout.
It's coming.
Just follow, connect the dot.
That's
right. We got the whole shit coming up. But I mean, like at the end of the day, like I said, it's like I think we slept on that beast. I think we need to bring that back.
We're gonna put the gas back in and we're gonna light it on fire.
I think the amount of ideas that we can come up with that shit.
Oh man.
And I think that we can elevate it now. And now like Hollywood's in the picture, Dre Specz is in the picture. I think we can do so much, bro.
We're gonna crush it, bro. I'm excited. This summer's gonna be a wild one. I think.
I think that whole the way y'all did that shit. The way y'all did the fucking
the Christmas in July.
The Christmas in July. And to Lib Quali, that was proper.
It's good to give back, man. Trust me, it's good to give back some people, who deserved it, and just.
And before we get into this podcast, let's shout out Green Rabbit in the house, hooking up
Big
the
up the
edibles
Green
every
Rabbit,
time. Our first official sponsor, first official sponsor of the newest season.
Gotta fuck with the new. Gotta fuck
special
with
for
the new.
Valentine's. This is a Valentine's episode, so
talks
fuck
apparently
Valentine's
you guys
Day
have a new flavor. Shout out to Peter Jackson. I wish I was there at that podcast.
That one's dropping next episode.
Yeah, I know it was epic from what y'all told me. I wish I was there. Sorry I couldn't be there. But from, word of mouth, I heard that Green Rabbit just dropped a new fucking flavor.
Strawberry
shortcake.
Make sure you guys check them out. The link is in the description. You can go down there. You can cop some edibles. And shout out to them for supporting us. I mean, they sponsored us in the old season when we were back in the basement, and they're here again. And we do have some new sponsors that are coming down the pipeline that you guys will see soon. But let's get into this podcast, bro. Like,
I'm gonna drop the shit online, on tape, on whatever. So shout out to Green Rabbit, Hollywood.
Yeah, man.
You see him?
Yo, Gutz got a little angry. You see that? Bro, you fucking put a hole in the table. But yeah, let's get into it. So, coming fresh off a Super Bowl weekend.
Right.
I don't know what you guys did on Super Bowl weekend. Comment below where you watched the Super Bowl, what kind of food you ate. But I know me, I was kind of working. I was filming some stuff, and then I came back. And when I came, it was 10-0 when I looked at the score, and then we started driving. And then by the time I stopped driving, it was like 13-10 or whatever it was. And bro, it was crazy. And then there was a field goal that an extra point kick that was missed. Like, that's super rare.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it gets sent into overtime. Overtime happens, and then of course we all know the outcome. Kansas City Chiefs ends up winning it, but AKA Taylor Swift wins. So I mean, and like, bro, ever since then, like, all I'm seeing is Super Bowl's rigged, and I mean, I've seen it before it happened too, but like after it happened, everyone's like, oh, 100% rigged. I should have bet all this money on it. It's like, well, you should have, you could have. The bets were open. You could have dropped your house on it, but you didn't, right? So, but. Yeah, man, I seen it. I thought it was a cool game. I thought it was like, the good back and forth. And football is always anybody's game, just like any sport. You never know who's going to win or whatever. But, yeah, what did you guys do for Super Bowl Specz? What did you do?
Watched it. Trust me, group of friends, what I'm trying to say. My homie Gutz was there. Listen, man, whether it's rigged or not, at times I definitely think it is. And what I'm saying? Especially when betting's going on. I mean, betting's always been a thing. But, like, now that there's partnership with the bettors, right? The betting organizations that even like they partner with the betting organizations, the leagues, and now just is increased what betting is. You know what I'm saying? They advertise it, they promote it, all that stuff. They in the middle of a game, they'll tell you to bet on it, right? Like they'll give you a parlay for the game. So the point I'm trying to make is that while it was a great game, and anything with money involved in it can always be fixed and tainted with people's hands because if it's a lot of money, it's a whole lot of fucking money moving around, right? But besides that, it was a good game. It was entertaining. I will say this: is the game rigged or not? I don't know. Was this game rigged? Mahomes won last year.
Right.
There was no Taylor Swift
and
there was no Taylor Swift in the picture.
Right.
And he won 2 years ago, and there was no Taylor Swift in the picture.
Right.
So I can't say for that reason, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, man. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, though, like you gotta understand, though, with a lot of these like bigger, entities and fucking organizations and shit, it's that like when there's a lot of money that's on the table, it becomes a different game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely it comes to now like where is there money going to be involved? Is there like like where's like the split coming when it comes to like the investing of like products and like the marketing and shit. But at the end of the day, like it becomes like exactly like a business. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of like you don't think those guys go out there and know what their what their numbers are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the parlays are,
and stuff like that.
Like you don't think that these guys know? And I'm sure like if they don't hit it, a lot of times like they're making more money off of it.
Right. Or there's repercussions if they don't do certain things and whatnot. And it also comes down to like the refs, right? And like we've seen this with basketball, for example. We've seen this with other sports, right? Where whether it be a ref that's paid off to make certain calls to like alter the game a bit or make it more difficult for players, or players themselves that actually have money on the games and they're playing less hard or they're making like fucking up on purpose or whatever, right? Like there's been a lot of like different things that have happened over the years.
Tim Donaghy, man. I mean, you're right. Exactly.
Yeah,
he went down for it, right?
For sure.
And he was a referee, so
yeah, the basketball guy.
Well,
yeah.
I just seen like most recently like an NFL. There was an NFL D. It was a D lineman. I can't remember his name, but he basically came out and he said that like how like the sacks are like kind of like distributed between their players and stuff, and essentially what they do is like like they contact like they'll contact each other and they'll like be in communication with each other, and it's like if say like they got like a sack, right, or like they got a half a sack, they would like negotiate with the other guy and be like, oh, like can I get this sack or can I get this like tackle or like can I get credit for this, and a lot of times like it's because like that one tackle, that one sack can mean like whether like $1 million or like whether you get like thousands of dollars, right? So
they got
it's like
quotas they can reach, right?
Yeah, they have those, like these quotas and these milestones, right?
And they can incentive bonuses
and like
stuff.
they said, like it's like a negotiation thing. Like if you got a half sack on one thing, or like if you got like like if say like they feel like you didn't like you can give up that tackle just so they can hit their quota, like. That's what's happening, right? That's
and
like,
it's really messing up with sports. And then also like the fact that like the game was played in Vegas too. I don't know, like that just like almost like puts like this weird like blanket over top of the whole thing where it's like obviously more people are gonna like start thinking about the betting and this thinking about that. So it just became more of I think a hot topic because of that too. But yeah, I don't know. Like again, like there's definitely some sticky situations around it, but at the end of the day, there's a bunch of professional athletes on a field, and everybody wants to win.
Well,
they all have a competitive nature of wanting to
we
win.
used to have a joke. We used to have a joke when it comes to basketball. We used to say, "Listen, man, the magnets are in the balls. You know what I'm saying? There's a magnet in the ball and there's a magnet in the rim. And when they need that shit to go in, just turn the magnet on, guys. It just goes right in, guys.
Swish! Oh, he shot it from half court.
You don't even know.
Like people gotta understand though, like with a lot of these like professional sports. It's entertainment,
That's
right?
It, yeah.
And like people talk like I know a couple weeks ago we had Lord Fury in here. Shout out to Lord Fury, but like we talked about like the whole wrestling concept and like, it being like real from fake, etc. Right?
That reel went off, by the way. You seen the comment section on that one?
For sure. Shout out to the people that watched that video. But at the end of the day, the point is that like sports in a sense it's entertainment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like gone are the days where it's like about pure sports, athleticism, competition, all that shit, right? You can blame like PEDs. You can blame
money. You just get the money.
You can blame
involved.
money, anything, right? But I'm just trying to say, but in terms of like the pure
Taints it, man.
athleticism, talent, everything, that's done. You know what I'm saying? Like now that there's money involved, it's a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Specz, did you watch the Super Bowl? Nah. Did you hear about the halftime show?
Nah, well, I heard Usher and them man over there. I didn't hear shit.
Yeah. Catching
You
you
know what I did? I
catching the
literally,
clips.
yo, shout out DJ Tic Tactics. I was literally at his house fucking smoking blunts and recording.
Okay.
One of Super Bowl.
Shout out to Tactics.
Won the big game. Who's watching? Not me. I'm not one of the 65 million. Chop out.
Yeah, but the halftime show, like, I honestly like watched it for like 2 minutes and then I was kind of off. But like, I like Usher. Usher's sick. But
were you busy or you just weren't
I was
feeling
busy.
it?
I was busy.
Okay.
Yeah. I was driving. I was literally on my way back, so I couldn't
Yeah.
really see it. I just saw like a quick clip of it.
Got
but
you.
yeah, I heard it was really good. I heard like Alicia Keys, like
Alicia Keys, Ludacris, her, and Lil Jon.
and Lil Jon. That's
A
crazy.
special guest for Usher.
For Usher, right? And so, yeah, I don't know. You guys seen it? What did you guys think about it?
I personally, I thought that shit was dope.
Nice.
I thought
heard
that
it was
shit was
sick.
dope. You know, I mean, for the ladies, definitely. I think fellas. You know, I think a lot of fellas had like, you know, their eye and their side eye on their girl for a second or two.
Yeah, just
But you know
watch
what? It's one of those things where it's like, yo, you gotta let your girls live. You know, you gotta let your ladies live and enjoy the moment. You know, it's Usher. You can't compete with Usher.
There you go.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
And yo, Usher, listen, he still gave something to the man down, right?
You can't compete
Alicia
with
Keys
Usher.
looked nice.
Swiss Beats looked like he was a little cheese.
So no, he celebrated
She
it.
looked nice,
But let's
so.
talk about it. Let's talk about that shit right now.
Yeah.
So you know, like when it comes down to now, when it comes down to entertainment, right? When you think about it, right? Like, you know, you think about like, even if let's say you're like with a ting who's an actress and she does sex scenes with other people or she does kissing scenes with another person, like as a person, like, are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Like if you're Swiss Beats yesterday,
That's nothing, bro.
Are you okay?
That's nothing, bro. You know, a sex scene and that is two different things.
Okay, but I'm just trying to say though, from being on a national stage with how everything
I
transpired
understand, but it's a
and the
performance.
fallout and everything, do you feel ways?
There's a fallout? Sorry, was there fallout?
Well,
I just say.
I mean, the fallout is there's a lot of people that are trying to push the narrative about, you know, Usher being up on Alicia Keys and dancing on her and all
it's a
that.
performance thing. I mean, listen, I'll say this much.
So you wouldn't mind a man's dancing on your thing?
I'm not, no, I'll tell you what. I'll
Marker.
have a man.
What about you?
I'll have a man bubble on it before I have a man fucking it straight in a sex scene.
So you're
I'll
letting
give
the
you
next
that.
man bubble on your thing?
Bubble, what's a bubble, guy? What's a bubble? Yo, listen.
Okay.
When the check clears, eh? Okay, cool. When the check clears. Trust me.
The food's in the
Burger?
fridge.
Check clears.
Yeah, I mean that part, yeah, for sure. Like if my girl is Alicia Keys and she can sing and she's doing a performance with Usher and she's on stage and they're doing a little dance.
Song called My Girl,
I'm
bro,
not
like-
upset about it, bro. I'm not upset. And plus I think Usher's gay anyway, so I mean that could be just speculation. Maybe he's not. But
Yeah, that changes the whole fucking argument.
right, it kinda, right? But
I just think Usher's gay.
But no, I'm just if he is, whatever. But I'm just saying is like gay or not gay, like it doesn't really matter. I think it's just a performance. It's like it's acting. It wasn't too crazy. I agree with like what Specz is saying. It's not a sex scene. It's just they're doing a little whatever on stage. It's a performance, right? What about you though? You seem like you got an issue with it, bro.
Tell him why you mad, though.
Yeah, why you
I'm not
mad?
even mad. I'm not mad.
You seem upset for Swiss
I'm not
Beats.
mad. But I'm trying to say though, like, yo, Usher
Like you would ride out for Swiss Beats.
Usher
though?
was like all up on the ting still. Hey,
What you gonna do, guys? Listen,
Bana. You know what I mean? She looked good. She looked really good.
It's Alicia Keys, bro.
You know, like, come on now. I think Alicia Keys.
Sweatpants, hair
Yo,
tie, chilling with no
all
makeup
I'm saying is
on.
Alicia Keys. She's top 5. Like, you know, when it comes to like everything. Alright? Specz, alright?
Yo, listen. Nobody can tell me nothing about Alicia Keys. That's my woman right there. That's my girlfriend right there. From when I first said, yo, buddy, that's my celebrity crush when I was like, you, bro.
And you didn't even watch her perform with Usher?
I dissed. I don't care. I was busy. So what?
He was writing
YouTube,
songs
nigga.
about her.
I was busy.
could have watched it like 10 times today.
So yo, if you had an Alicia Keys ting, whatever, and she's bubbling up on next man's, you feeling that? You reading
See,
that?
here's the thing. Here's my actual take. There's different levels to it. Because if I met a thing at my level right now, like, we're like not celebrities and shit, and she went to the club with her homegirls and she's telling, bro, she's bubbling up on man and thing. No, she can call her Uber, bro. I'm not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with that. But if we're on a celebrity level, whereas if she was to do something stupid, I'm gonna find out in T-5 seconds anyway. I don't give a rat's ass, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if it's a real life thing,
they're not boning. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's a real life thing, though, it's a thing.
What do you mean?
I'm saying if it's a real life thing or if it's an everyday thing, it's a thing though. It's a problem.
If it's a regular thing where my girl's getting bubbled on in a club or some shit, is that what we're asking right now? Is that what you're asking?
That's what you just said.
Yo, he's getting angry right now.
I'm getting confused.
That's what you just said. You said like, yo.
That's what you asked me.
Same question you asked him. It's an everyday thing where it's like, you know, she's like up in the club and doing them things.
Listen, I think we know that Gutz is on the Jay-Z approach, guy.
Yo,
where
it's like,
yo, in the music video.
Listen. Hold on.
You gotta be in the same scene. And I get that. I'm not mad at that. I get that. That's cool if that's the way you want to live. I'm just saying that. Hey, he also took the approach. Hold on. He also took the approach where he made the love songs with the girl, right? So after a while, Jay-Z said, "Forget that. I'm not let anybody else feature with my girl. I'll make the love song with my girl and be in the video. She'll be bubbling on me."
Listen,
levels.
Man. You gotta protect your tempo.
Yo.
And at the end of the day, Jay-Z is not letting Usher bubble up on Beyonce.
Yo, Jay-Z's not letting nobody do nothing to Beyonce. Did you see the Grammys?
These days.
Hold on, but did you see the Grammys?
Beyonce, she's looking good these days.
Yeah, great.
Sure.
I don't know what surgeon or whatever person she's with.
Happiness and money, guy.
She looks good these days.
Money, happiness, and success will do that to you.
True. And like, bro, like these guys have nothing but money. Like, you know, Jay-Z's a billionaire. Right. Beyonce's is what, a billionaire too, I believe. Yep. Like, you know,
damn,
and by default, anyways.
Guy, geez, she's big now too, eh?
Bro, the thing that it's crazy because it's a good segue actually because the Jay-Z thing, like we're talking about on one side where Swiss Beats is like, you go Queen, like go out there and, you know, bubble up on Usher, right? Like he's like, that's my girl, and Usher's my dog. And then you got Jay-Z who's like, yo, you guys aren't giving enough credit to my shorty. What's good? Like, you know,
something adding up here, yeah.
Right. And like I don't see like a guy like Jay-Z really caring, like let's say if Beyonce did that, but at the same time, I almost think he kind of like you just said it, like you know, I'm gonna do the songs with my girl. Like I feel like
he did. Like,
and I feel like he wouldn't allow that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So there is levels.
Remember, after they got together, I don't know if they were married at the time, but they were known to be together. She had a song with Sean Paul. Like I'm telling you, they had a video. They're not in the same scene, bro. Because Jay-Z's like, on a man like that, you're not going to have, also the song's supposed to be like, you know, together like a relationship song. Jay-Z was like, you're not going to have Mr. Sean Paul, the Jamaican man,
winding up on you and shit.
Talking his pot to my gal guy.
Yo, fuck that. Re-edit
boy, you say I'm my mind.
Man said, nah. Man said, yo. Man said, fuck that. Re-edit that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
Green screen that.
Yo, you're in LA and you're in New York, guy. Shoot the video, bro. Let's piece it together. What are you talking about?
Just piece that together, Governor Ebenezer.
Y'all never heard of green screen, bro? Let's go. I'll pay for it.
Better yet, do that from the yard. Do that from the fucking come back home.
Get home. Chop off, like, you want me to fly out for the shoot?
Get home now.
Just stay in Jamaica, bro. Just send your clips, guy. Just send your clips. We'll piece that together. It look like you're right there, bro. It look like you're right there.
Yeah, Jay-Z, my editor will take care of this.
Yeah, don't worry. I got the best guys.
The best guy.
Yo. So what happened at the Grammys, though? You seen it?
Yeah, basically he won an award, a Dr. Dre award, inspired award. I think it was like a build or whatever. And he took the time, obviously, that I appreciate the award and say thank you, but took the time to say, like you said, they're not appreciating my girl. How come she's won the most amount of Grammys without saying her name and never won the Grammy, which is Album of the Year? Like, think about it. If it's the Oscars, right? There's Actress of the Year and Actor of the Year, but the award is Best Picture. It's the best movie, right? So Best Album is the best album across all genres, whatever. And apparently Beyonce's won the most amount of Grammys for other whatever, but never won for Best song, Best Album, sorry, right? So, and then he also went out to say, now here's the question I want to ask you guys. Basically, if an organization like the Grammys has done to hip hop for 47 out of the 50 years of hip hop, right? I've been disrespecting them, not really like giving them the platform they deserve and all that kind of things, right? They're winning awards not even televised, right? A lot of the Grammy awards, and especially when hip hop used to win in the first days. Do you think you should boycott something like that to the end of time because they never showed us respect in the first place or never showed hip hop respect in the first place? Or do you think, kind of like Jay-Z said, he boycotted at a time, He boycotted. He still watched it, and then he eventually went to get awards where they could call him the greatest of all time, things of that nature. Basically saying, do you boycott or not? Do you boycott because they disrespected you and disrespected your genre of what you do, or do you keep showing up until they appreciate you and respect you the way you think they should?
I think honestly, it's like if you can't beat them, join them type of vibe, where it's like, you know, if that's gonna be known as like an industry standard, right? You have to elbow your way in the door. You can't sit back. Like if you sit back and boycott it, you're basically accepting defeat. You know what I mean? You're taking the L in a sense. Whereas I feel like the way that it's going now, and like especially with like Jay-Z, because like to me Jay-Z's like, you know, one of the top dogs in hip hop, right? Like he's on that Mount Rushmore, right? And I feel like by him coming and accepting award and like making his voice heard on certain matters, like he's like coming in and taking ownership a bit, like he's taking dominance a little bit. So I feel like that's a W for hip hop, and I feel like it will open more doors, and especially as he becomes more vocal and other people become more vocal and have more influence on the overall influencer of it. I think that's where the W is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a dub.
Yeah, so you would go basically. You wouldn't, even if like for instance, you know, they weren't. You would keep showing up, and then one day they have to give you your props.
That's what I'm saying. Elbow my way and kick my way into the door.
I heard that.
I think the subject itself is kind of like redundant though, man. Like you know, like people need to just stop talking about it. Personally,
true.
I honestly think it's like we already know where the Grammys, like where their like formula is, or where their like, you know, their whole like their whole direction in their platform. We already know where that is. Like I think like as hip hop artists and like, you know, people in that genre, we need to understand that, be transparent to it, and just like either you're with it or you're not. You're gonna boycott it, but don't show up. Don't show up. Don't say like, yo, I'm boycotting it, and then it's like you're there like 1 foot in and be like, yo, you know, I watched it like in a hotel room and I was hoping I was gonna win, but I didn't win. So fuck these guys. You know, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if you're gonna boycott it, boycott the shit. Like, don't show up, don't promote it, don't come to it next year, don't come to it in 5 years, 10 years, whatever, etc. That's my whole thing with it, right? But in terms of the whole Jay-Z thing, which was like, it's kind of ironic when you look at it, where, yo, wasn't Jay-Z critical on the whole Kanye thing when he came out and said the exact same thing that Jay's saying now?
When Kanye did it in a different way.
When Kanye came out and said like Beyonce is the greatest of all time.
Kanye did it in a different way, exactly. It's not.
What did he do that was wrong?
It's not how
he did the same. He used the same kind of platform. He didn't diss Taylor Swift. He didn't diss her. He just came on her platform. But at the end of the day, like
the way he did it, like to come on remember he came up on stage.
Was he disrespectful to Taylor at all?
If you want to compare the two, him to what Jay-Z did, I don't know if it was disrespectful, but it was more disrespectful than how Jay-Z approached it.
Yo, I feel like as far as the boycotting thing goes, I feel like I mean, if the person's mad enough and that serious about why they're boycotting the thing, by all means, stay far away from it if you don't feel like it until you calm down. If you feel like later on down the road, if you feel like, say, yeah, all right, fine, fuck it. They're offering me an award. Fine. If you decide, say, yeah, you want to go at that point after your little hiatus, then by all means go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, nobody really gives a shit about people that boycott shit. You know what I'm saying? People look at it as goal, they're just mad. They're throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
You know nobody gives a shit.
I hear like my opinion about it was more like similar to Barker's. Is like, listen, man. Obviously, if they, you know, you aren't getting treated fairly, it's cool, right? The way you want to get treated. But I think a lot of hip hop artists in general, right, have watched the Grammys at some point in their life, and maybe the type of music they were doing wasn't getting represented, but artists they liked were. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm pretty sure a lot of our people like Michael Jackson. I watched the Grammys back in the day, watched Michael Jackson winning awards and all that kind of stuff. So as an artist myself, it'd be great to be able to win a Grammy and go on stage and perform at the Grammys in that respect. Not because of what the Grammys hasn't done to hip hop, but just because it's a big stage and you've seen artists that you've liked go on that stage and do it before, right? So I'd personally go, right, in the sense of like, even if you weren't, say you were getting nominated every year, but you weren't getting the award, I wouldn't just, even if it's the 10th time, I wouldn't just say I'm not going to go this year because I'm not going to get it, right? If you hadn't something to do and you couldn't go, cool. But if I was able, I would show up because that's the thing, representation, bro. If you boycott, like Dre Specz was saying, like people don't kind of, like you get forgotten. You could be there and they might talk about you, say, yo, he's there for the 10th time and whatever, and it brings awareness to something.
Okay, but my point is this, is if you're going to show up, shut the fuck up. You don't have to like talk about like, yo, how the Grammys are this, that, and the other. We already know. Everybody knows that. Like what Jay-Z said.
That's why I think it's redundant.
It's no different than what has already been out there.
Yeah.
Like we already know that.
Okay.
We know that. And the fact that like Jay-Z coming out, like what is he saying that hasn't been said already?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about it now because when it was talked about before, he didn't win an award and use that 3-minute speech to talk about it. That's why it wasn't. It might have been off before the Grammys happened, after the Grammys happened. It was never. I won an award at the Grammys, and I'm going to stand on the Grammy stage.
For me personally, it would have been more of an impact if he wasn't there and accepted it and said what he said.
Okay, but
that would have been me. That would have been me. But it goes back to my point. But it goes back to my point.
Instagram Live, like an Instagram Live. Is that what you mean? Like
Instagram Live or even a Facebook tweet or an Instagram post or him with the picture with it, whatever. My whole point is that if you're gonna say it, then mean it. You know, stand by it.
Stand on that.
Stand on that shit. Whether it's gonna be viewed negatively or whatever. If you feel like okay, you're not coming through the doors and bursting through the doors with like your whole ambition to be on top, etc. Like if that's gonna be tarnished, then cool. But if you're gonna stand on your business or you just say fuck the Grammys and you're bigger than the Grammys, because I feel Jay-Z is bigger than the Grammys. I think a lot of these rappers are bigger than the Grammys.
Can I say something?
I think the whole mindset of you have to win an award to be acclaimed one of the greatest. That shit needs to be done.
Agreed.
That shit needs to be fucking done.
Agreed, but
no. We need to stop that shit because I saw a post with. No, it needs to be stopped.
Okay, what I'm
because
saying,
all this shit about because you win sales, because you get more sales or because you sell more records, you're greater than this person. Nah, it means that there's like 1 million people that are fucking dumb and they don't fucking understand shit. Okay. No, I'm being for real. No, fuck all that shit.
Or people buy right? They buy their own records.
Sheep.
That's great.
Like how's a man's okay? Let's go back to the fucking mainstream level. How's a man's like Snoop he's been nominated for what? Something like 15 Grammys and hasn't won one? Snoop Dogg.
That's crazy.
Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Come on now. Okay. Like at the end of the day, fuck all this notion that you have to win a Grammy to be acclaimed as one of the greatest. I
don't know who said that, but okay.
Shout out to Killer Mike. But
big up Killer Mike.
Because he's been a legend. He's been a legend on the scene for a minute, and he doesn't get the same kind of respect as like a lot of the rappers that are out there doing it right now.
Yo, what the fuck happened to Killer Mike at the thing? He got booked, arrested at the thing.
I don't know.
What was that all about?
Assault charge before. I don't know what happened. I don't know. He had an altercation. He had an altercation before. And then after the awards, I guess they were looking for him and they found him.
Did
you see the video?
Yeah.
When they were escorting him out? Yeah, when they escorted him out. Yeah, but the altercation he had, no.
Bro, security guard or security guy at the Grammys approaches him and his posse. Killer Mike's under an umbrella. He's got like some guy holding his umbrella and shit. The security guard is not letting him in for whatever reason.
The guy with the umbrella or Killer Mike or the whole?
The security guard is not letting Killer Mike in for the Grammys. He claimed that he pushed him. Bro, the video clear as day. Nobody touched nobody.
I thought that was
like the Michael Irving shit, guy. Trust me.
I didn't like that. The way that went down, like him getting booked there, they could have arrested the guy anywhere else. You know what I mean?
That was to prove a message.
Yeah,
I didn't like that. That was like a
don't get too comfy
ritual.
That's actually what I
feel
thought.
like it was a humiliation ritual.
Yeah, bro.
He can still take you down, man. He can still win awards and still take you down.
It's a don't get too comfy tactic.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck that is.
It's like we're gonna just still show you as like what every stigma of the young black rapper, etc.
Right.
We're gonna still show that. So that, whether it's, if it's going to be a light impact or a major impact, it's still like one of those ones where it's like, oh, he got arrested. Oh, there's something wrong with this guy.
That's how I took it. That's how I took it.
You know what I'm saying? One of those stupid ass, feeble-minded people are going to watch that and going to get in their feelings about it.
I agree. That's exactly how I took it, though. Exactly what you're saying.
And I feel like it's some bullshit. At the end of the day, they could have addressed it at any other time,
bro.
Yeah, why would they, though? Come on now.
Any other time.
It's a black rapper at the Grammys, guy. Come on now. What do you think?
I know, but it goes back to basically what we're talking about. Like, it's been like this forever, right? With the Grammys and shit like that. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like, as a rapper, or if you stand on that level, then just be about it. You know what I'm saying? I hate when rappers are like, yo, fuck the Grammys. boycotting that shit. They're getting everybody involved and saying like, you know.
But then they win a Grammy and
blah,
show
blah,
up.
blah, and then they show up.
Because they
or
win a
the
thing.
next year they're there with their fucking, they're there hand in hand with their wifey and shit. And it's like, yo, bro, like, weren't you just saying the other
taking shots at Jay-Z right now? You hear that, right?
One like this is their Kalaji did the record and just rock up the Grammy when they get it, smash it and say fuck your Grammy.
No, not at the end of the day though. No, but at the end of the day though, it's like, yo, if you're gonna complain about it and quarrel about it, then yo,
don't go support it.
Don't go and support it at the end of the day where it's convenient for you now. And now you can try to say like, yo, you can go there and use your voice. And it's like, bro, like
Jay-Z's big enough he could start his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like rappers don't need the Grammys. We don't need the Grammys.
We need shit like the red carpet. We need shit like the red carpet treatment.
No, at the end of exactly.
Real shit.
No. At the end of the day.
I'm not kidding.
And it's like let's go back. Like I remember like I was watching this clip and it had Breakfast Club. Or not Breakfast Club, sorry. Drink Champs.
Okay.
And it had Benzino on there, and
Benzino was on Drink Champs.
Yeah, he's coming up on an upcoming episode. So that's gonna be fucking interesting.
I have to watch that one too.
Yeah, I have to watch that one too. But one thing that Nori said, he said something like, "Yo, this guy was the one that started hip hop awards."
Yeah,
and I thought back and I was like, "Fuck, bro, he's right. He's right."
That's Benzino's claim to fame. He did a lot for the culture because of the source. Yeah. Him and Dave Mays, yo.
He's right. And that's what I mean. It's like we don't need these fucking award shows. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you said, when you mention red carpet treatment and you mention like a lot of these independent entrepreneurs that are, you know, it's doing their thing. Like, yo, we don't need Junos. We don't need fucking all these mainstream accolades. We can start our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can start our own shit. We don't need all that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta get out of that mind state of, oh, he won a Grammy or he's nominated for a Grammy and he wins it. He's on another level than this person.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I don't.
Because honestly, like, listen, I listen to Michael. Do you listen to Michael?
Who?
The Killer Mike album. Michael.
No, I never heard it.
Anyone listen to Michael? Okay, listen. I listen to Michael.
Tonight, though.
I listen to Michael, and I'm gonna put it up against KD3. And I thought KD3 was a classic, and I thought it was way better than Michael personally.
Was he nominated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
KD3 was nominated.
Yeah. Okay. Nas was nominated. Yeah. So
who won?
Killer Mike. That's what
Killer Mike won.
Killer Mike. The name of the album is Michael.
Yeah, one of his awards.
And KD3, that's the Nas album. He got nominated as well. And I can't remember who else got nominated.
I didn't even know who got nominated. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
There's a bunch of people got nominated.
Okay, anyways,
but
you're saying your point.
I think that like Nas had the better album, better album, whatever, right? So like music is all subjective, right? Like it's all like
I don't think. I mean, it's only certain people who like say, okay, fine. Oh, there's two artists and one is Grammy Award winner, so that makes them better. I don't think most people think.
No, but it's
that. But I do think. I will say this. I do think business wise, it might make a check bigger, might make a contract bigger. Yeah. And I mean, not that shouldn't be the case, but like I don't want to switch subjects too much, but like the NBA, right? These are subjective things voted on by people, and they can affect your money.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's about marketing and promotion, right?
I mean, you can still make money, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it might be attached to your name.
I heard y'all niggas threw a show the other day. How'd that go?
Why, you weren't there?
It's about marketing and promotion.
Show was sick.
The show was all right, man. Shout out to the show was all right. Shout out to those who came. Yo, fuck you to the artists who flop. That's for all you artists who flop. Yep. For real.
On this camera we was talking.
Yeah, that one. Fuck y'all. It's okay. Hey, listen, we won't air you out, but we know who you are. So we'll see you at the.
Nah, we won't see.
Yeah,
fuck that
show.
Shit.
We'll see you at that show. We'll see you at that show.
Hey, yo, personally, I know she's gonna be coming on. She's gonna take the hot seat.
Yeah.
But yo, shouts to Caleigh Don.
Yeah, big up.
Caleigh.
I'm gonna take credit for that because I found Caleigh Don.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
you still told us she was gonna win. Then how come we didn't put the bets in, yo? The spread.
Because I didn't want it to be rigged and people to be like, yo, bro, like you're rigging the shit like that.
You could have told us though. You could have told us though. Like I wasn't a judge.
It would be nice if we saw you. Though,
I wasn't a judge.
Not really.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
You would know, wouldn't have.
Nah,
you get to see me once a week.
Nah, it would have been nice to see it.
Did they win?
Was that?
The kids win?
So it was like a training camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he got to train with like AA and AAA kids.
So it wasn't really a game.
It was more important than a game.
Practice. It was practice.
We talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice.
prior obligations, and you know, for me, like I knew, you know, the team had it taken care of. It was in good hands. You know, we had all the members there. We had everybody that needed to be there.
That's right.
I didn't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need to be there.
Just because you don't need to be, we could. You know what I'm saying?
I would have liked it.
Sounds
if it
like
was,
a fucking cop out, bro.
Wow, it's for a guy that doesn't talk a lot on the podcast.
Yo.
He's taking shots right now.
I gotta say, Dre Specz, yo, when it came down to the like administrative shit and holding down the show and making sure shit was going down, Specz was on point, bro, and he was there.
Always is. What did you expect? You expected
Where
less?
were you?
But hold on, where were you? How come he had to do all the work?
I was What do you mean? I was supposed to the fucking shit. Specz was the enforcer.
Wow.
Yo, big up, Spade the Shadow, the second place runner.
Yeah, big up Spade the Shadow, yo.
Shadow.
They'll see them both in a previous show, future show.
I don't mean you spoke about this burger, but right now, who has, like, in terms of a collective, who has the best MCs, best region right now?
That's a good question.
In terms of what though? Like
in terms of like regions and rapper, like
in
terms
Toronto,
of
in Canada.
So like, you know, like, okay, so like you have like Scarborough, you have like, I don't know, let's say West End, you say like London, and then you go like, you know, go regions, go like London, go Durham,
cities and shit.
Go like
I feel like
go like, you know, BC,
Durham region holds it down.
Yeah,
I gotta say, Durham region is pretty heavy. I think London has a good scene too. Like London,
yeah. Shout out London, Ontario.
For real.
Yo, that motherfucker show love.
Yeah, man. But honestly, so many hit makers from Durham region, bro. And a lot of them have kind of moved out of Durham region. So some of them almost classify as like Toronto, West End, or whatever. It might be here or there. But like a lot of them came from Durham. Like there's a lot of heavy spitters from Durham. And you know me, I like the boom bap type of raps. I like people that are lyrical and shit. And I just think that's kind of like the Durham vibe. It's always it never really altered from that around here. Whereas like in Toronto has the Toronto sound. And then like, you know, there's certain areas that kind of like mimic that even. But yo, so many good regions out there, bro. Like Mississauga's got rappers, Brampton, like those areas, they got some good rap. Like look, Havaya Mighty, she's from like Brampton area, I believe. And you know, she's crazy just by herself. Like and then like Danielson and them, I think Danielson's from that area as well. So like a lot of different regions, bro. Like, but it's tough to say which one. But I guess I'm a little biased with the Durham region. But
there you go.
We've been blessed out here.
I'm biased to my region too.
Specz, you know what I'm saying with the
like,
Durham region. Durham region holds it down.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, it's crazy that you mentioned that. Like, you know, going back to the Connect the Dot party, a lot of it was, you know, Durham region, being in like Pickering, and a lot of the artists that were there were from that area. And, you know, Specz was there. You know, both of y'all were there. And for me as a judge, I wasn't a judge, but if I was a judge, it'd be extremely hard.
It was hard, bro.
To choose a winner.
Not the first place, maybe the second place.
We also put together a good lineup.
Even the first place though.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a clear cut. I think it was just because they had the support around them. I
hear you, but I think
when it comes to like lyricism and like quality of like songs and everything, I think they're right up there.
Okay.
They're right up there. It wasn't like
B1. You guys had there was a lot of
sometimes
good
it's that newness, you know what I'm saying? That newness factor, you know?
Yo,
that's what really had.
Sometimes though, sorry to cut you. Sometimes I feel like it's hard, yo.
Yeah.
It's motherfucking hard. If you're on the stage and you're fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you have the jitters or whatever, but you're on the stage and you still fucking conquer that shit, and you're like, fuck that. You grab the mic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you own that shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard, bro. That's fucking hard. Sometimes that shit. Sometimes even if, and I'm not saying anything about anybody, but even if the performer is not that good, but they have heart. Sometimes the fact that they have heart makes the performance enhance.
For sure.
Not much better.
Yeah, it enhances it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
just
man.
like
that's my opinion
like
anyway.
No, it's a good way. It's not the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog.
Like they can always help. Like, you know, you said if the artist isn't the best, right?
Yeah.
If their stage presence, energy, charisma is more on point like that, it can make it better. You know,
real shit.
Sometimes rappers,
man, monotone with not the nice thing, standing in one spot.
Sometimes rappers like stage show. Sometimes rappers stage show is better than their like recorded.
100%.
music, right?
100%. I have songs that are better on stage than like I like on stage better than I do on record.
I agree with that with you too. Actually,
me,
some of your record. Well, I like the record already, but then you perform it. I'm like, oh, that's a smash.
Yeah, and then you hear that, and you're like, oh shit, is this song all along?
Yeah, right, for real.
And that's what separates the good from the greats in a lot of ways, right? I
agree.
That's MC.
Like,
that's
that comes back to MC.
That's why I love our shows, because our shows bring out that in artists.
It's funny you said that when you said Durham. I'm gonna have to agree, man. When it comes to like, cause like we've been doing this, like, you know, I know that 10 years is coming up, and we've been to a lot of cities, but
all over this bitch.
I think consistently wise, and like when it comes to, I'm a huge component on quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Like
Makes
people
sense.
that like it's the quality. I don't care if you have 1 or 2 people there, but I'm like listening to your shit to see like, yo, is this guy dope? You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't get the quote unquote reaction, the reaction always helps.
Yeah.
But if you can like blow me away with just like what you're saying in terms of like, you know, what you're spinning, etc., and like everything, cadence, etc., fuck all like the extra stuff, quality, you know, reaction, whatever. But in terms of like Durham, like in terms of all the MCs that are doing their thing, I think there's always a standard. I feel like there's a standard that always has to be met. Because you have like all like the top lyricists or all of like dope lyricists from that region. It seems like there's like a standard that everybody has to follow.
And that's how I feel about Durham. That's why I kind of put Durham
always
up
feel
there.
there's that standard. I always feel there's that like, you know, and I feel like I felt that way with like Scarborough in a sense too.
Scarborough, yeah, but
I feel with Scarborough,
so much.
I feel the thing with Scarborough. Here's the thing with Scarborough and Toronto is that they always like to kind of come out of that lane and like, you know what I mean, like come out of that lane and go into like that drill sound.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Like, you know, like that. You know, that top 40 sound,
or even the Toronto sound, like the
you
new,
know what I mean,
the
like
new
that
Toronto
Drake
sound,
whatever you want to call it, whatever, right?
Whereas I feel like the Durham region cats really didn't sway away. That's what I was kind of saying.
I always feel like it's always they may dabble out of it at 1-2, but it always comes back to that essence.
Yeah.
You know, like there's always it's just that lyricism.
But this is why we need to do the Canadian tour, because we need to go check out more regions. We need to bring all the top MCs from all the different areas, bring them to Toronto, and really find out who's repping for Canada in general, and you know, check out the different MCs out there. And like this show here, like, you know, we found a new hidden gem. You know, she's gonna come on the show. It's a female MC. Tough to find good female MCs. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them out there, but you know, it is still tough to find them. Do you know what I mean? Like, because
for sure,
if you don't already know about them, it's hard to find the new ones.
I said it at my show. I'm like, fuck, I wish other girls could rap like her. And the thing about her is that, like, I feel like she was just so authentic with what she was saying. And
you felt it.
You felt it.
Yeah,
it was just real. It was raw. It's real as raw. You know, like sometimes when you hear a rapper, it's not so much about like his flow. You know what I'm saying? Like flow and delivery is huge, yes. Sure. But sometimes it's like what you say and how 100%. You say it.
And how authentic is it?
And how authentic of how you present it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It may not be like quote unquote like say like odd rhythm, or it's not like your standard.
There's no razzle dazzle
16 bar structure to it. It's just how you say it and the cadence of how you say it.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I think like what she was saying was just like one of those ones that like, damn, like I'm just like I'm gonna put everything aside and focus on this girl, what she's spitting.
Yo, she commanded her attention.
Exactly.
She commanded the shit. She didn't demand it on some, yo, listen to me here.
Yo,
her energy spoke for herself.
Follow,
she commanded
like some people like try to like beg for like that attention.
Like everyone in the back, listen to me.
It's like
shit.
No. I'm rapping and like this is me. You're gonna love me. And people are just like, yo, like glued. Like I said at the show, like Barker, we've been doing this for like 10 years and longer, 10 plus.
Oh shit.
Out of all the shows that we've ever done, like when it comes to like the new artists or the people that first graced the stage, like she was it, bro. For me, for us, she was it.
And that's what I was gonna say is I love that like all of our passion for hip hop. Like the reason why even Dre Specz is like on the podcast, and as like once he won the show, he was like part of the team. Do you know what I mean?
We said that too. We said that. Like, yeah, go ahead.
My bad. What I was gonna say is that like all of our passion for hip hop is what makes us like qualified not just to do like this podcast, but like the format, like doing the song reviews and stuff like that, and like doing the shows, the way that we do the shows, we're very genuine and authentic about it, and we're very passionate about it. We're analytical and critical about certain things. And I think that's why people fuck with the movement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking so authentic and genuine.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, we talked about that shit. Like, me and Specz, we talked about that shit. We said, like, she had the same kind of impact, like, when you won the fucking show. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like...
no, stop saying, like, as a newcomer, like as a
new...
like, first time, not when you won the first one.
It's not to say that, like, we heard you. It's not to say that we didn't know about you.
So it's like, boom, you come on, it's like, yo, who's this guy? Boom. Like,
but it was the first time that it was, like, being judged in that format.
Yeah.
And you were clearly the winner. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what you're getting at.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you know, we talk about it in the song reviews every week. It's like, yo, don't send in a song that's like gonna be like your 8th tune that you're gonna release, or you know, a filler tune.
Track,
and like, yo, listen to this. It's like, because we're gonna be honest with it. It's not to say you can't send it.
First impressions, though. First impressions mean everything. We don't know who you are, so if you're trying to showcase your bars and your music, you got to motherfucking make an impression.
Exactly.
That's what you're trying to
say, speaking about song reviews, speaking about song reviews, we're about to jump right into that. So it's a good transition, bro. I'm
favorite shit.
Boom.
Yo, let's fucking go.
Yo, let's get it. Yo, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the artists that have been
16 fucking minutes. Yo, we're good.
Shout out to all the artists that have been submitting the records. Shout out to everyone that is, you know, been part of the shows and all that.
Let's shout out Hollywood one more time.
Big shout out to Mr. Hollywood.
Fucking Green Rabbit.
Shout out to Green Rabbit too, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking make sure you fucking, yo.
New flavor slaps, bro. Boxing, bro. This guy's booping, bro. This guy's booping.
Which camera am I talking to? This one?
Yeah.
All right. New flavor fucking slaps, bro.
Talk to the mic, though.
New flavor fucking slaps.
Tell them why you're mad, though.
Follow Green Rabbit.
Boom.
Tell them why you're mad, though.
Tell them why I'm mad. Hey, yo, because you're not following Green Rabbit and you're not following Connect the Dot, yo.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, you know.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow that button.
Song reviews, we're going to jump into it.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Is this Maloney? Who is the artist? I see
it was submitted by Maloney, but it's called Bully Cypher, and there's a bunch of artists on it. We might have to, I don't know, decipher, and figure out what. Yeah, you like that, Hollywood.
It's called Bully Cypher, yeah. And I guess Maloney's an artist on the track. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
all right, so,
Big C's Bullies. I don't know. All
right, let's see what happens. Let's get into it. All right, that was dope. So on to the next one.
On to the next song. Yo. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, wicked.
That song.
See you later.
That sounds shit.
Fuck right up.
Give it 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
You don't hear shit.
Good song. 5.
All right, 5 from all of us. No one needs
it's
to
on
say
5. I didn't get my opinion. I didn't give you 5.
Fuck it, no one cares. People fast forward through that part anyway.
Next song. That's a good beat.
Here we go. Bully Cypher, let's go.
Yo, Big C, what up?
Shout out Big C. Pooky.
It's your boy, Evil Ebenezer.
More than murder.
Confidential. Big C enlisted me to come through with something pointed. Since the queen died, it's time I'll become anointed. King of Canada, put me on the fucking coins and watch me put your wig back like it's double jointed. You couldn't talk this slick with a tub of ointment, cause opinions only valid as the ones who voice it. Seed lands, cook a beat, I'ma come destroy it. They lining up for the work like it's unemployment. Lackluster rap busters get attacked, cause I'm like a pimp slapping this bitch the way I smack suckers. How to master these hands, Super Smash Brothers, get your bones broken like bread at the Last Supper. I got a thirst for blood that I'ma need to quench. You ain't ballin' at all, you never lead a bench. You'll never be this tight, you can lead a wrench with me. Everybody getting smoked like Spencer.
As soon as I touch down in the street, there's tension. Won't beef, let's eat, grab a seat in my section. Carve you up a piece just to feed my obsession. I'm a beast from the deep, I don't see my reflection. Look out for the snakes and the jakes and the cruisers. Stolen plates out of state when we skate and maneuver. I stand on my own feet, don't call in the shooters. Got more sticks in the trunk than the Prince George Cougars. Yeah, they say Ebenezer getting old and strange, but I body you out of 2 rappers with no delay. Get it? My shit's chronic, they don't know the strain. I'm trying to kill every rapper like they stole.
All right, yo.
Okay. So that was
Bully Cypher?
Bully Cypher.
Bully Cypher. All right.
Let's get into it.
I want to hear the rest of that joint, to be honest. It sounded pretty pretty hard still. Kvng, yo, the beat kind of slaps. I think it was what we talked about before, like inspired off of like an old thing. It had that like that. What was that from? The Wu-Tang joint.
Yeah.
That anyway.
Shame on them.
Yeah. There you go. But yo, beat slap. I like Maloney came in, sick on it. I think it was Ebenezer on the second verse. The track was getting better to me. Sounded good musically, ear friendly, all that good stuff. I'll give it a 4.
Okay. It's a strong 4 right out the gate.
Strong 4 right out the gate, yo. This guy is like, yo.
No long talk 4.
No long talk.
Take notes. Yeah, take notes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought it was all right. I wasn't really a fan of the beat, I'll be honest with you. I was not a fan of the beat. But, I mean, I thought the artists were doing their thing. Again, yeah, I think I always say it, like, you got to catch my ear in the first, 5 seconds or so. And it was hard to catch this one. I think the only reason why I kind of stayed in tune is because I knew there was a lot of rappers that were on the tune. So it's like one of those,
posse cuts are dope as shit.
Yeah. It's those posse cuts where it's like, okay, let me hear what this man, whatever, right? And, I think, when Maloney got on, and I think he took it to another level, and then the next man got on, I think, But it's kind of hard to judge these ones because, it's a posse cut. And, I'm sure there wasn't really a hook or any
Judge
kind of
if you want to listen to the rest of it. Would you want to hear the rest of it?
Would I want to hear the rest of it?
Yeah. Did you like it?
I mean, I want to hear the rest of it, but will that only be the time that I listen to it? Most likely. I don't know. Off the first listen, yeah, most likely. But it's whatever. Like, I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was dope. I'm gonna give it a strong 3.5. Strong 3.5. Off of potential. I think it could be a 4.
Oh, your turn?
Maybe a 4.5, but I'm going to give it a 3.5 just off potential.
Even a 4 is off potential. I mean, it's got better.
So hear what I'm know. So fucking, that beat didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, flat out, the beat wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for me at least. Maloney did his thing, and I liked the verse after Maloney. That motherfucker, he was onto something. I like this. You know what I'm saying? But the beat didn't hold my attention. It's true I know Maloney, and I like the other verse, and I like Maloney's. I'm gonna give it a 3 still, only because if the beat could have been a bit stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I feel you on that. I think it sounded like a cypher beat for sure. Like, I feel like if the beat came on and we were all vibing and chilling, like, we could all rap on it and just kind of spit some bars. So I think for the occasion, I think the beat was there, but I didn't like the horns in the beat. Like, it was very repetitive. It was kind of an annoying beat, like, I would say. Yeah. The verses, they were decent. It's another one from Maloney where it sounded like he kind of went in the booth and almost freestyled. And I usually like that, and I'm not hating on it, but it's not like a record. Like, it's not like a track off an album per se. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
These are good type of songs to submit though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah. So that's not bad. Those are some good ratings, I would say. 3.5, couple 3s and a 4. That's not bad at all. All right. Let's keep it moving. Sweet and sour chicken wings by Bana, Koolit. All right, drop that.
I'm confused here. Anyways, go drop it.
It's all good. Hollywood setup thing.
I don't know.
Setup thing.
Believe nothing you hear, and only half of what you see. Now that's the real truth. Share between you and me. I stand on top of the mountains, and all will see. But when I come down from those mountains, all will flee.
Seeing tower evenings, sweet and sour chicken wings. This weed is so powerful, I think it got me seeing things. Watch me as I cook it up, shopping with the seasoning. Seeing tower evenings, they'll fly you with no reasoning. Seeing tower evenings, sweet and sour chicken wings. This weed is so powerful, I think it got me seeing things. Watch me as I cook it up, shopping with the seasoning. Seeing tower evenings, they'll fly you with no reasoning. Yeah, there's no reasoning, it's freezing, kid, it's cold. North, of course. force, where is the stroke? She's so frozen now, baby, tell me what's the road? But she dance, she just wants to ask you, what's the pole? Put it in the house, 100 grand, put it in a blouse, put it in her fucking purse, you put it in the couch. When I pull up, I roll up, I put it in the south. She's so bad, she asks me if I can put it in her mouth. Why do they even go against us? Sad. That's the reason why they hate.
Okay. Sweet and sour chicken wings.
Bana Koolit.
Bana Koolit. All right, Gutz, Koolit.
Yeah. So, yeah. Shout out to Bana Koolit doing this thing. This track, I don't know, man. I was really like, it didn't really catch me. It doesn't really gravitate to me, to be honest with you, bro. To be honest with you, like I thought that, like, you know, the beat was all right. You know, I don't know. I felt like the whole track in itself, the production, like everything, it just didn't grab me out right off rip. You know what I'm saying? I thought it could have been a little better in terms of everything, you know, in terms of like the whole delivery of the song, everything. It just didn't catch me right off rip. I thought, you know, I want to hear something different, personally. I'm gonna give that a strong 1.5.
All right. Strong. Want to hear what a week 1.5 is that? That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay, yo.
I'm waiting for the week 1.5.
Fuck, man. I wanted to hear all y'all first.
Nah, son. I start every time. You get to hear me first.
Yo, up, no. So, yo, listen. First things first, I don't think that was mixed. I'm not even trying to sound like a jerk, yo. I honestly don't think that was mixed. And, like, I know what he was trying to do with his wordplay and the flow and the catchiness. I get it. But it just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't do it for me still. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But, like, don't stop doing your thing. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And, no, I'm being serious. It's
on the real.
Submit better songs.
I'm just saying, fuck Dan Burker, though. Yo,
quality songs.
For you don't catch the cameras, no, fuck Dan Burker, no. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Fuck, yo.
I don't even know why.
I respect your decision.
Wait. I didn't even give my number yet.
I know, but fuck Dan Burker, though. Still.
Yo, listen.
I'm not your friend. Fuck you.
I'm gonna have to agree with Gutz and drop a solid 1.5 for the effort. You know what I'm saying? You did a thing and you submitted it. So
I'm not mad at the effort.
I'm not dissing either.
But I just don't think that was it.
It wasn't.
It wasn't it. I didn't catch him, bro.
All right, so first I'm gonna say, go check out my diss record. It's called "Fuck Mike Gutz." All right, it's on Spotify featuring Bana Koolit. But yeah, so basically, I'm gonna give that one a 0.5 out of 5 mics. I'm gonna say this real quick: is that one, the cadence, flow, lyrics, everything to me just wasn't hitting, and I'm definitely not trying to diss. It's just the song was just not very good, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Wow, I'm confused because Anyways, I'm not gonna take a long time talking about it. That's fam, but I've heard him do better, and I mean, I'm gonna just say it didn't sound pro in the sense of like just everything, in the maybe the choice of beat, the way he rode the beat. Actually, not even it didn't sound like he said. It didn't sound mixed master. It didn't sound polished. It could have been a lot more polished overall, production wise. Just the production quality wise. I do believe if it was a finished copy, it didn't sound like a finished copy. It didn't sound like a mastered copy of a song. And agreed, doesn't sound like something that you should put out to have people listen to. Send something the next time. Just say I'll give you a 1.
So we're really nice guys.
So what were you confused about?
Confused about what?
You're like, I'm confused. You started off your rating with I'm confused.
We weren't gonna play this.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Okay. We weren't gonna play this.
Okay. No, that's why I was just asking.
Yo,
okay.
Hollywood setup man stuff.
Hollywood setup man. Okay.
Hollywood setup man. I don't know. Yo, I'm letting you know. This is my camera. Yo, Hollywood setup man for this one.
It's okay. It's all good. We'll just run off those two. All right, so now on the next joint here, the guest that's going to be on our show next week, we got Peter Jackson. with his single Numb featuring Kaylee Barker. Oh, Barker. What did I say? Kaylee Barker and Claire Virginia.
Family thing.
Yeah.
Nobody checked on me more since I lost my dad in Paris. It wasn't my family.
Yeah.
Nobody. And there's a lot of people that check on me daily.
Dead from the pain, numb from the feeling of it. Nervous as fuck, ain't got the stomach for it. Told her I love her, but she ain't saying nothing. Took the advice and got nothing from it. Did it again, it's not working. Admitted I'm not perfect. Circle the spot, keep searching. Encrypted messages over burners. Now you learning. Head of the ting, watch how you word it. Rest in peace, pay for the service. Respect over love, over here you gotta earn it. Biggest in the biz, that's around, that's for certain. Contract signed in blood and then I burned it. You was my big brother, you was my mentor. And what you did to me should've laid down for.
Won't let it break me down, cause I know I ain't okay. And I hold my feet, don't fail me now, while I run away from this pain. Won't let it break me down, cause I know I ain't okay. And I hold my feet, don't fail me now, while I run away from this pain. Feet don't fail me now. Feet don't fail me now. Feet don't fail me now. Feet don't fail me now.
If I had just lost my father, and I had just lost a mentor of 15 years.
All right, so that's Peter Jackson, Numb, featuring Kaylee Barker and Claire Virginia. All right,
Big shout out to the friend of the show, Peter Jackson, trust me.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Peter Jackson. We got Dre Specz up first.
I hate when y'all motherfuckers do this shit.
Yo, listen, what, you don't want to go first? You have to go first sometimes, doggy. What? You don't like the song?
Yo, the song's fucking dope, actually.
There you go, see.
I'm going to be real with you. He's talking about real grown up shit. You know what I'm saying? It's grown man raps, what I call this genre of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. The production's on point. You know what I'm saying? The hooks, obviously, slaps and it fits the, you know what I'm saying? It brings the right emotion to the song, to the record. I'm going to give it a solid 4.5, too. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So
Yeah.
Just all in all, solid record.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a well-rounded record. I agree. I think production's on point. I really like PJ's verse on this one. I like his wordplay, like the lyricism on it, storytelling behind it. I like that. I thought the hook was banger. And, I always give PJ's props for, putting together sick records. And this is what we're looking for, when it comes to records. It doesn't always have to be the same kind of, context in the song and the lyrics or whatever, but the overall professionalism of the record, the quality of the recording, the quality of the beat. Obviously, it was very well put together. Throwing a feature on there, like a good solid singer and all these kind of things. And obviously, it was accompanied with a video, and the video was slapper. But I'm not rating it on the video, but the video was sick. Shout out to, I think it was New Wave and M.I.C on that one, and they were sick. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well. I think it deserves a 4.5. It's almost a 5.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really the meter's there. It's 4.5/5. So I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5, as Gutz would say.
I'm waiting for the week 4.5. But anyways, I'm just waiting to know. I got a week 4.5. Anyways, yo,
I was impressed with my strong 1.5.
I just said
I got a strong 1.5.
A strong one. I felt like a 2 the way you said it.
It's pushing. Everything about this, I enjoyed this song, you know what I'm trying to say? PJ came on that, you know what I'm saying? Ripping up the beat still, you know what I'm trying to say? The subject matter was dope. How he was riding the beat was dope. I was feeling the beat, and then when the hook came in, I think it took it to another level, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was expecting for the hook per se. I don't know if I was expecting necessarily a singing hook on it, but it definitely uplifted the song, and it was kind of simple, not in any way, but just it worked. It definitely fit the mood of the song, the attitude of the song. You know what I'm saying? The vibe the song's trying to get across, and that's a slapper still. So I give it out of 5.
Nice.
Okay.
Sick.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, shout out to Peter Jackson. I'm surprised he doesn't get more credit for what he does in terms of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about the promotion side and all that shit, whatever, right? But they don't credit him with the music that he puts out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where one of his strongest points.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He had that track with Tony Ayo.
Yeah. I really like that record.
That record was really good. Really good.
Dark Clouds or Black Clouds.
And you know, I know that he was doing his thing with Trinity Chris at the beginning, like earlier. Whatever,
yeah.
But
he had some slappers.
He had some slappers with Trinity, right?
That Hustler track.
Hustler, yeah. That too was sick, bro. Like when he did those tracks, like I remember those ones. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, like Peter Jackson, he's always been consistent when it came to the music. I think when it comes to like what the masses want to hear, he'll put it out and do his thing. And I'm surprised like you don't see his music like all over like say like a Flow or like mainstream. He
doesn't get those looks.
They're playing a certain sound. They're playing a certain sound.
But I just feel like he should be there, though.
I agree that could be on the radio.
That could easily be.
That could easily be
on
the radio.
You know what I mean? Like he has a lot of records that could easily be on radio. You know, and I think he doesn't get enough credit for that. But this particular tune, I thought it was sick. I thought it was dope. A well-rounded beat, rhymes, hook, everything. It had like all the checkpoints for me, right? I'm not gonna give it a 5, but I'll give it a solid 4.5. Strong 4, like super strong 4.5. It could be a 5, but I'm gonna give it a strong 4.5. You know what I mean? Like it was dope, real dope.
All right, let's keep it going. We got one more record left. Shout out to Peter Jackson. That was a dope ass record, and I feel like PJ just keeps getting better as time goes. So that's dope, man.
Shit.
All right, so we got Ghost Valley by I think it's Release Topic, or is that just like some shit?
Mike Murphy.
Mike Murphy, Ghost Valley.
Or the M.I.C. Murphy.
Topic. You honestly thought his name was Topic?
No, you see the thing underneath it. It says Release.
Yeah. Play the thing.
What
Ghost
is
Valley
it?
by Mike Murphy.
Ghost Valley by Mike Murphy.
Get it. Let's get it.
Let's get that shit, yo.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Dr. Von Doom Productions. My City Records. Now, when you're walking down the road, the lonesome road, we in Ghost Valley. Assassins at every doorstep. Yeah, we up in Ghost Valley. Trained by the host, how we practice in the kill, then we go and make a toast now. In a post, and we gotta let them know, cause we going down the road, turn your home into a ghost town. Shape shift when I drift on a makeshift raft on a lake. If I never take risks like a flagship placement, hidden all the dreams in a secret bag in the basement. Somehow I transformed to a strange ghost, waking up in stained clothes, killing anybody who became close. Driving off a pier when the lane's closed. If it wasn't written in the deal we arranged for, held up my end of the bargain. Now I'm faced with a choice that made me the target. I create fists with my toes on the carpet, make sure every blade in my arsenal sharpened. Yeah, we up in Ghost Valley. Assassins at every we up in Ghost Valley. The lonesome road. Yeah, we up in Ghost Valley. Brains and pores, yeah, we in Ghost Valley. Assassins at the doorstep, we in Ghost Valley. Yo, we up in Ghost Valley, we in Ghost Valley. Practicing the kill, hey, yo, we up in Ghost Valley. Go and make a toast now, we in Ghost Valley. Turn your home into a ghost town. Your brains and pores, yet assassins at the doorstep.
Ghost Valley, Mike Murphy. All right.
It's on you.
So it's on me. Okay. All right.
See, you're ready to throw it.
Now I get where
Now I
Specz
ready to throw it. You even
now I
hold
see
that
what
shit.
Specz is saying. Okay.
Hold that
Why
shit.
you guys gotta make me go first? No, I'm just kidding.
Now you go first every time. So
All
say
right.
nothing, guys. Say nothing.
So it's a tough one because, like, for me, like the production level, again, like it always comes back to this, and I just feel like it wasn't really there. Like I didn't like the beat straight up. Like right away, the beat came on, and I was not feeling it immediately. Then the artist came on, and like he seemed kind of like lackluster on the beat. Like he seemed like he wasn't really giving it his all in a sense, and maybe that's just his style, right? And like some people have that style, right? So I'm not trying to like knock it because that's probably his swag, but it just wasn't for me. There's not enough oomph in it. There wasn't enough energy. He sounded really like far back in the beat. So again, that comes back to the production. So I think if it was a better produced record on a nicer beat, and this guy gave it, a little bit more energy to it, he's got potential for sure. I don't think I don't think he's horrible, but I just wasn't feeling the record. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I'll give it the pass, but yeah, I want to hear something maybe a little bit more.
Check this out.
Getting with the right producer.
I think the beat is what I liked the most of the song, and I didn't enjoy it. I didn't crazily enjoy it, but I liked it. It had that Japanese Wu-Tang type feel to it. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying it's a Wu-Tang beat. I'm just saying it gave that, reminiscent of it. The guy's the guy's verse, I wasn't the biggest fan of, but again, he seemed like he was on the track, but he wasn't trying to overpower the track. He was just trying to be on it and like a little too passive, you know what I'm saying? Not in what he was saying, but how he was saying it. The delivery just seemed a little lackluster, a little low energy. And again, some people are like that, and maybe that's the vibe you want to give of the song, but I don't know. Even the beat to me sounded more energetic than how he came across on it, right? But I'm going to do the same thing with Dan and give him a pass, right? It wasn't the worst thing. I believe it also could have been, it suffers from low production quality. If it is mixed and mastered, it didn't sound like it to me, or it could have been better done. So yeah, I'll give it a passable 2.5.
Check this out.
For Mike Murphy.
Mike Murphy.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's Mike Murphy. Yeah,
M.I.C. I'm gonna
assume it's Mike Murphy. But yeah, just kind of piggybacking off of what you all said. I agree with you on a lot of points in terms of that. And we've been saying it. It's like I feel like if you're gonna set a track, like if you want us to review it, it's got to be a slapper. You know what I'm saying? I think the beat for me, like you were saying, Specz. I think it started off kind of like whatever, but I think as it progress, I was actually okay with it. Like I was like, it was one of those ones like, okay, I'm all right with this beat. But it's one of those ones that's like, I feel like for a beat like that, your lyrics and your bars have to like be like pinpoint, like on top. Like everything's got to be like, proper. And if you're not like, on that level, then it kind of like, it will like, that's when the track is like you're pulling people like to hear it and listen to it, right?
Yeah,
so
you're trying. Yeah.
I kind of feel like that was the case with this one. Still, I'm gonna give it a. You guys give it 2.5.
You be your own man. Do the right thing.
I'm between a 2.5 and a 3. To be honest with you, I was gonna give it a 3, and then you said your points. I was like, nah, I'm thinking 2.5 still. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the 3. I'm gonna feel generous. You know why? Because I think the beat was all right still. And I think out. I like his swag to it. It wasn't like one of those like, oh yo, the bars are sick. But I kind of like his swag to it, like for what the beat was. So I'm gonna give him like that. I'm gonna give Mike Murphy like that kind of like credit for it. Like I think like. I like for what the beat was and for what, I think his lane, I feel he was definitely kind of just doing this thing with it still.
One thing I will say too, it's like, usually when we have these talk about this, back when it's 3-bar verses or 3-verse songs, it was always the second verse. And I can't lie, the second, you only hear a little piece of it, like the first, but he sounded like a little more thing on the second verse, but it got cut off, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was, but I'm going to give it a 3. Specz.
Written all over your face.
Stop this.
No, I'm joking. All right, here what, yo. Honestly, I'm going to be completely flat out honest. The only reason I'm going to give it a 2.5 is because the beat was semi-cool. I liked how it sounded in the beginning. I liked the little violin sound to it, you know what I'm saying? I like that shit. Other than that, it would have been a 2. You know what I'm saying? No diss, it just couldn't keep my attention. You know what I'm saying? And the mix, it sounded like he was far away from the mic. He sounded like the beat was here and vocally he was right there. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really, I don't know. His vocals could have been turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like tweaked up a bit. Didn't keep my attention. I like the beat though. Whoever made the beat, I'm going to assume it's Iron Wind. Whoever made the beat is cool. You know what I'm saying? The beat's cool, but I don't like, the song didn't do it for me. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5 only because I like the beats. I'm not trying to be rude either, but
check this out.
Doing your thing. Don't know.
Like something.
Yeah, man. I think we all seen the potential in the artist, and some of us.
He's
like
not shit.
No, for sure.
He's not shit.
No, you're right.
But shout out to everybody that submitted records.
Keep sending them in.
Keep sending them in. Today was a little up and down, a little bit of a roller coaster ride on the review, which is great. Because that's kind of like what it's all about. Is we're not here to just be favorites on certain people and just put them on and give everybody 5s and stuff. We're here to give honest opinions, honest feedback.
Listen, it's no,
and you can agree disagree with us too.
It's no comments. It's no diss. It's no love lost. All that shit. Like at the end of the day, we're just being honest with our opinion. And if we submit our tracks and like you're on the same kind of platform, whatever, like we would expect you to be the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's about just being transparent, and I think that's what helps in the community. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's what helps in the whole thing, right?
We giving feedback and we ain't blocking nobody. If you got like a lower score, send it another track. You know what I'm trying to say? Send another track. We'll play it definitely.
I remember when you and I used to do that in the basement, and it was Maloney. I think we gave Maloney like a 3 or 3.5 or some shit like that. That's a good score. And we said like a whole bunch of, I think we said like a lot of critical shit on the record. Mm. And he sent like 1 or 2 more, like, yo, like he just kept on sending shit. Like, until he got like that 4.5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, you got to credit those kind of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to understand, as an artist, not all your shit's going to slap. Not all your shit's going to be 4.5. Not all your shit's going to be 5s. You want it to be, but like, you think it is when you're recording. To myself, I think it might be a 5. Yeah. But to you, it might be a 3.5. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I want to hear what you think.
Remember, music's for people, right? Like, obviously, you make a song that you want to make, but are you keeping it to yourself? Are you playing it in the room alone by yourself? You're playing it to other people. So you got to get people's opinions about it, because that's what music's going to do. You got to play it for people, and they're going to get their opinion. So you can't be afraid.
And that's what the whole thing with Connected platform is, right? So
if you're watching at home, make sure you comment below. Let us know your feedback on the record. Right?
Shout out to fucking the Green Rabbit, though.
Do you agree with us or not?
Make sure you fucking cop that shit, yo. Support that shit. Let them know. Strawberry shortcake is a new flavor that's out right now, man. Green Rabbit's out right now.
Shout out to Dre Specz.
Shout out to Dre Specz. Shout out to me. Game Safe. Spectacular. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood. Shout out to all of you guys for watching, supporting, commenting, and all that good stuff. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Happy Valentine's Day. And peace.
Fuck Valentine's Day.
Real shit.
Oh, fuck.